afternoon. Good afternoon and welcome to our Pensacola High School Tiger Showcase. I am Ms. Miller, the very proud principal here at Pensacola High School, and we are just elated to have you all come out with us tonight and learn more about PHS and our IB program, and we are just very excited to see all of your faces and have you join us as a part of our Tiger family for the upcoming school year. So sit back, relax, and ask questions and get all of the information that you need. If you have any questions with me, I'll be bouncing around. We have several different things going on tonight, so feel free to ask me any questions. And without further ado, I'll go ahead and turn it over to our IB coordinator, Ms. Reba Dickinson. Woo.
Good evening, everyone. I'm so happy to see all of you here in person. I actually did not get to do this last year, so I'm very excited to be able to meet everyone in person. Again, my name is Reba Dickinson, and I'm the IB coordinator here at Pensacola High School. Not only am I the coordinator, but I'm a former IB student of this exact program. So I definitely am aware of what it takes to be successful here at Pensacola High School, as well as in the IB program. We have some very, very good information that we want to share with you tonight. It's not all-encompassing. There is some other information that we will go over actually during orientation, but we wanted to give you an opportunity to come on campus, again, to get some of the basic information about your next steps, as well as look to see all we have to offer when it comes to clubs and sports, and meet some of your content teachers as well. Okay, we do have IB t-shirts for sale in room 41. That's Ms. Triling's room. She is also our pre-IB English 1 teacher, so you'll get to talk to her a little bit about what to expect in the coming year. They are $20, and again, they are in room 41. That's upstairs, so you can look on your map if you're interested in purchasing an IB t-shirt. I want to introduce, not all of our IB staff is here, but I just want to make you aware of who they are. So within our IB office, we have my administrative assistant. Her name is Ms. Kathy Lynch. That is her direct phone number as well as email address. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to her. Our IB academic advisor, Ms. Emma Powers-Crispell, she's right there. She's very amazing. She works predominantly with our 9th and 10th grade students. So she's the one who has come out thus far to schools. If you are at any Escambia County Public Schools, she has come out to talk with you, or maybe coming out this week to talk with you about your course registration cards. We do have those course registration cards, so go over that a little bit more out front. So if you wanted to, that's on, I believe, the you can look over to see what courses we have to offer next year. Also, Mrs. Aligio, she is our IB College Counselor and CAS Coordinator. She works predominantly with our 11th and 12th grade students. And so she is back there, waving her hand. So we do have a very amazing team, and we work very well together to try to make sure that you guys all have the best experience in the IB program, that we're here to support you and give you all the information that you need to be successful. So this is the Remind. Right now we only have it set up for parents. We will set one up for students, but we felt like it was most important to keep parents in the loop with what's going on as far as information. We will also send information out via the email address and phone number that you guys have provided to us. We do have a QR code and a little form for you to fill out just in a second that will update all of your contact information to us. So if we don't have the most current or the best contact information for you, please update it on the QR code that we will put up in just a second. So I'll give you a minute if you want to go ahead and join the Remind. And we sent out a lot of information on Remind, so it's really important that you do go ahead and join. We send out upcoming deadlines and calendar information, event information, if you're on the app, you can also join via the app. Raise your hand if you need a little bit more time. This is the QR code that I just talked about. So you'll just hover over it and it should open up a form or link for you to be able to put in your contact information. Again, it is very important that we have your contact information so that we are able to send out all of the updates that you need to know. Also, for those who are just walking in, just a clarification, this is for our incoming 9th grade Tigers. We do have another meeting that we're going to have a little bit later for our current 9th and 10th grade IB students. So this is for our incoming 9th grade students, current 8th grade students who are going to be Tigers with us next year in the pre-IB program. Also, while you're filling out this form, on that blue sheet that you grabbed on your way in, it's kind of a progression for your next step. So it is based off of if you're coming from a private school or out-of-state school or an in-county school, it will tell you what your next steps are moving forward to make sure that you're all set to start in August. Raise your hand if you need a little bit more time filling out the contact information form. Another minute or so. For those of you just coming in, this is the QR code for you to be able to fill out the form to provide us your most recent contact information. I also do have the remind information that I'll go back to at the end of the presentation so that you can join the parent remind to make sure you're getting all of the updates on the remind app. And if you have a problem filling this out, please feel free to contact our office and just give us your most updated information. I can also put that information back up with our contact so that you can reach out to us and give us your most recent contact information if we already do not have that. Okay, we do have the school calendar that is up on the San Diego County Public School website. You would click on calendar when you go to the San Diego County School website, click on school year, and then 2022-2023 school year, and that will pull up a calendar that looks very similar to this. and it will identify the school holidays that students have off. We are starting school on April the 10th this year, so just keep that in mind. And one thing that we get a lot of questions about is just excused absences for family trips. So I just want to let you guys know that they are not excused, they're not considered excused absences if it's for a family trip. Okay? So if there is something upcoming, please plan accordingly. And I'm not saying you can't take family trips, but you have to make sure that you correspond and talk with your teachers to make sure that you are letting them know about your absences. Yes?
Is there like an orientation or something the week before?
We will have an orientation in the summer, and we'll send out that information when we have a date. It is usually in July. Okay. I'm just going to briefly touch on transportation. For students who are not zoned to Pensacola High School, there is an option for trunk routes to be able to be brought to Pensacola High School via the bus. You will have to submit your request by July 1st to be considered for approval. And if you are approved this year and you need approval next year, you have to go through the approval process every single year. And so you will have to submit a transportation accommodation request via the ECSD Transportation Department's website. So if you go on there, and also when you receive your email from us, there is a link to where you need to go in order to fill that request out. If you have any questions on that, feel free to reach out to us. The last bit of information that I'm going to talk about before I turn it over to Ms. Bell is the health information required for all incoming students. So all students entering high school need to have the TDAP shot. All shot records must be on the D680 health form and must be DOE code, not code 8, not code 1. This form is located at your physician's office or the health department. All students must have a current physical as well, completed within a year of starting your high school by the first day of school. So within a year from the August 10th start date of school. Okay? And once you have these forms and all this information, you can set up an appointment with our amazing data clerk, Mrs. Knight. That's her phone number to schedule an appointment. Her phone number is 850-806-8407. Can't see it for those people in the back. 850-806-8407. And again, if you don't catch that tonight, feel free to reach out to our office and we can provide these to you as well. I do believe that is also listed on that blue form that you have. Her phone number. Okay? I am going to pass it along to Ms. Powers-Christoph. Again, after this is over, you have free reign of the campus until 7 p.m. The map that you were given when you first entered will allow you to go around to the different teacher classrooms and talk to them about club opportunities, sport opportunities, and their content area. So great to see you all. Ms. Powers?
Good evening. My name is Emma Powers-Christoph, and I am the IB Academic Advisor here at Pensacola High School. So I primarily work with our 9th and 10th graders. So students, I've met some of you already at your middle school. I've come out and done course registration with you. Some of you, I have not come to your middle schools yet, but that is coming up this week for our Escambia County public school students. We do have extra course request cards out in the lobby. I know we have sent them out via email, but we also have them here in the lobby. So maybe you want to update your card. If you already submitted one, that's fine. You can do that. I will look at the latest that you turn in tonight. So with your course request card, please be sure to write your name, you have your email, and phone number on there as well. Write that clearly. After the presentation, you'll be able to go into the main building. You can explore all the electives and extracurricular activities we have here at Pensacola High School. So I know some of you, again, hearing all this information, maybe you have a, spark, something new, you want to change your card, that's fine. You can submit it in the lobby there. Here again, public schools. I think I've been to most of y'all and have them collected already. and there's a few others this week I'll be coming out to as well to collect those. Let's see here. And just a friendly reminder, all course cards are due by February the 28th. So again, please submit all the course cards by February the 28th. If you are coming from out of county, like Santa Rosa, I know a few of you have already emailed me, or Ms. Lynch, you sent course request cards to us that way. You can certainly do that as well. On the back of the card, and I know this is the part students are most excited about because all of your electives are on there. So please listen very carefully and follow the directions on the back very carefully. I'm going to have you rank 4 elective choices on the back of that card. You just put it in the space right next to the course. We have you list 4, so that way we have backup options. Sometimes because of scheduling limitations, there's conflicts, so that's why we have you rank 4 options, although you have 2 electives that will go on your schedule. And do know we do have Career Academy classes on the back of the card as well. There's a section for that, and there's some more information on those academies at the bottom as well. These are aimed to prepare students for the workforce. We do have IB students who are taking IB courses, but they're also taking some of these academy classes as well. So you are welcome to participate in both. Some words of wisdom for you students that I have. Be wise in your selections when it comes to your electives. Every student is different. You know your workload, your stress levels and things like that. So just be sure to find balance with your schedule. This is a wonderful time in high school to explore and find out what you're passionate about and what your interests are. So pick courses that you are interested in taking, because I know, I've already spoken to a couple of students, you probably know what I'm going to take. I'm just going to take my friends are taking. I know that's tempting to maybe follow your friends, but do what is best for you, because this happens every year. I'll have kids come back, oh no, I didn't want to take this. I just signed up because my friends are doing it. Depending on when you ask, it may be too late to make a change, so do what is best for you. Something else on the back of the card, a note for y'all, because I know some of you, it's very important, your class rank. So do know this, your honors classes do affect class rank. They add an additional 0.025 to your weighted GPA. That's honors, pre-IB, AP classes. So on that note, I'm going to dive into what in the world is this GPA. So it stands for grade point average. This is calculated using semester averages at the end of each semester. So with your unweighted GPA, A's are worth 4 points, B 3 points, C 2 points, and D is 1 point. Earning an F is failing, and so that's why you do not earn a point for that. And do know this as well, your transcripts, they only show semester averages. They don't show your 9-week grades, they don't show any semester exams. And something else with your transcripts, they only show a letter grade. So if you earned an 89, it would show a B. If you earned an 80, it would just show a B. And a last note when it comes to GPAs, these are cumulative. You know that. Now that I explained that, I can further explain the weighted GPA and class rank. So with the weighted GPA, like I said before, you have an additional 0.025 for each honors, pre-IB, AP, and IB course that's added on in there. So this determines your class rank. We just wanted to note that for y'all. That's important to you. You have goals of your class rank. So I have an example to kind of help explain this scenario a little bit. Say you have a 9th grader, they're into their 9th grade year, they have an unweighted GPA of 4.0. They're in all A's. They took 7 honors classes. So therefore, at the end of the school year, they have earned a 4.35 weighted GPA. Second 9th grader, 4.0 as well, earned all A's. They only took 6 honors classes, so therefore they earn a 4.3 weighted GPA. So just to kind of help demonstrate or illustrate the differences between that. So a little more information on our elective. We have something called pre-IB inquiry skills. This is a wonderful class a lot of our freshmen do take. It has great foundation skills when it comes to note-taking, studying, research skills, critical, creative thinking, time management. If you're like me and you know you need some additional support with time management, this is a great class. You learn time management, organization. So definitely take advantage of the opportunity. Like I said, great foundational skills. Also, freshmen, you can take one additional AP course. All of our freshmen for incoming pre-IB, you're going to be taking AP and Geography. So if you want to take one more, you can do that for an AP course. Just know that students must have solid study skills, solid time management skills in order to be successful in the course. First, let's talk about end of course exams. I know some of you who are currently in a private school or you're out of county like Santa Rosa, perhaps you're currently in Alpha 1 at this time. You must take and pass the Alpha 1 EOC. This is a high school graduation requirement. So for private school students, your current private school must contact school choice. They will set up a test date with the EOC. IB office is not involved in this process. Again, that's for your private school. If you're coming from out of state, perchance, students should contact the school choice office for available end of course exam dates. Santa Rosa County students, you will take EOC at your school, at your public school. And a note for parents, you must obtain a copy of your child's EOC score. Once you get that report from the school with the raw scores, you should get that sometime in the summer, like July is usually when they come out. But once you get that score report, please send that to me, because I will aid in the process with that. I take the scores and I send off a copy to our district, so that way we have everything in our records with the school. Right. Enrollment. So parents, if you have your child in private school, you're coming from out of county, you have to bring the following to our lovely PHS data clerk, Ms. Knight. The first thing is proof of residency. One thing that you can do is bring in a utility bill, such as gas, water, electric bill. You also must bring in a current immunization form. Specifically, it is D680 form, code 8. Something else you can bring is the student social security card. So the purpose of this with the security card, so a lot of our parents make an account with Focus. Focus is what we use for attendance, so you can see your child's grade book and things like that. So in order for you to create a parent Focus portal, it does ask you to put in your child's social security card, so it links you to your child. So if we don't have that card to put in that information to Focus, we can't link you, is what happens there. You also need to bring in a copy of the birth certificate, as well as a current physical. This has to be completed within 1 year prior to the first day of school. So again, we have Ms. Knight's contact information there. She is our data clerk. You must call her to set an appointment to bring all of these documents to her. Her number is 850-806-8407. Okay, so that wasn't too long. You get to go to the main building now to explore those electives and extracurriculars. Be sure you have your cards and have those selections completed by February 28th so we can get all those course requests in. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact our IB office. We'd be more than happy to help. If you have your cards ready to go at the end of the night, we have a basket in the lobby. We have 2 of our student government students out there, and they will help collect your card. So thank you everyone for coming out. We greatly appreciate it, and welcome to PHS.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi. Just a quick question. Sure. Okay, my son is in Algebra 1 honors out of private school.
Sure.
They did the end of the course exam there.